What's up, guys? Welcome back here to the channel. If y'all are new here, I'm Thomas Mosler, that H2. I just wanted to do like a quick little walk around of the build of the truck. Of course, I washed the truck yesterday and it rained today. I mean, it is what it is at this point. So the truck's not perfect, it's not clean, but we're just gonna jump right into it, give y'all like a little walk around. Like I said, we're probably gonna film 2 videos, or this one and then maybe 1 video tomorrow. Got some TLC I gotta do to the truck. We're also gonna do the rear leveling kit on the 4Runner. I know I posted the video doing the front, and we never did the rear because we were happy with how it's at. Well, now she wants to do the rear. So, first off, I think the truck, kind of the center focus point of the truck is the lift kit. Wow. It is a 7 to 9 inch McGaughy's Chevy Silverado lift kit that my buddy Thomas and I fabricated to fit the truck. A lot of FTS parts in there. The whole rear end is Fabtech. Bilstein 5100 shocks on all 4 corners, Cognito upper control arms, Cognito drive shafts. That's kind of the coolest part of the truck. I think it's what separates it from everything else because it is the only H2 in the world on a McGaughy's lift. The newest thing to the truck, which also kind of stands out a lot, are the wheels and tires. So we have some 24x14. They are Forgiato Flowterra 006s. Huge fan of them. I am running 3-inch spacers in the rear and 1.5 in the front. They're wrapped in a 38 1550 R24 Fury MT. We actually just put this brush guard on the other day. It's from Aries. Got it on Amazon for like 400 bucks. Not too bad. Some black housing, LED lights all around the truck. The truck does need some paint work. This rear bumper's gonna get painted pretty soon. The mirror caps in the front grille. So I know y'all will probably notice that, but it is what it is. It's gonna look rough in this video. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think, what else should I talk about on the truck? What's all done to it underneath the hood? I mean, everything done under the hood's been a little while, but I guess my buddy Jared and I and a couple of our other friends helped me engine swap the truck. We went back with just an OEM reman, so it's a 6-liter LQ4 V8. The transmission's built, the transfer case is built, the front differential's built. Those were all just OEM rebuilds. I do have a Corvette servo in the transmission and a different shift kit, so I am a big fan of how that is rebuilt. But everything else is pretty much stock under the hood. The motor, we're gonna do a lot of Texas speed stuff and a lot of new stuff to that pretty soon. I do have some long tube headers. It goes into dual pipes into a Flowmaster 40. And then I'll just show y'all in the dual tips out the back. And it is true dual tips all the way. Hey, Bo. It's my buddy Jared's dog. Hey, buddy, what you doing? We do have a 12.5 inch Gen Y on the truck. On the interior, still work in progress, but I did do a Starlight kit not too long ago. We reupholstered the headliner and whatnot. I don't have the keys with me, others I'll show you. The dash is all torn apart because I'm fixing the AC right now. Just did a new shiny compressor, lines and whatnot. Just did the blend door actuators. It's actually good now, I just haven't put the interior back together. Hey, look, there it is as we speak. There are a few questions I get on the truck, and I figure why not go ahead and answer them real quick. These are Jeep Wrangler headlights. On the back side, I don't know if I have a video on these or not. If I don't, I may post one just of the headlights in the future. But you have to cut the back housing, get a adapter for them to fit. But for the most part, they bolt right up and they look pretty good. The tint on the truck, I have 35 on the shield. Don't mind the mirror caps, they got to get repainted as well. And 15 on the sides. The rear lift kit, which is another big question I get, only consists of those coil springs, the shocks. You can opt for a 4-link drop, but I kind of like the look of it, and I may honestly replace this lower 4-link with a traction bar, which will use the OEM mount on the axle and then go somewhere on the frame rail. And then you have your traction bar bracket in the rear, which is pretty straightforward. The difference is, and I get a lot of questions on this, between the Silverado lift kit, I'll put it this way, it's honestly easier to talk about. Where can I set this down? Right here. It's honestly easier for me to cover the similarities from the Silverado to the Hummer. So the front cross member is the same, it doesn't matter, it's the same width, whatever. The rear cross member is different only because of the differential bracket. So the front cross member is the same, the knuckles are the same, the shocks are the same, and that's it. So the rear cross member is different, the differential brackets are different. Actually, I guess the CV axle spacers are the same because it's the same axles, so those still work. The knuckles are the same, the upper control arms would be the same, the tie rods are gonna be the same. The torsion bar drops are different. The whole rear lift kit is different because this is a coilover truck, or a coil spring truck, and not a leaf spring truck. So it's not worth trying to do this. I mean, unless y'all want to throw a lot of time, a lot of money in fabricating some parts and outsourcing a lot of stuff. So that's gonna do it for this video. That's, I think, about everything on the truck. There's a bunch of like little stuff done and whatnot, but it's nothing like, you know, fancy or crazy. One question I do get as well, I guess I'll throw this in the video while we're at it, are the long tube headers. Those are actually Silverado headers. They came off my buddy Nicholas Grizz's truck. So Silverado long tubes will bolt up in the Hummer. I mean, it's the same motor, transmission, and pretty much the same frame. The only difference is this is a box frame, where on the Silverados it's a C frame. But other than that, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. So if y'all have any questions about the truck, feel free, swipe up, hit me on the DMs, or comment below, whatever. Shoot away. I'm more than happy to answer any questions. I love talking to y'all and like hearing, you know, the different ideas y'all have and questions you got. And, you know, don't, it doesn't bother me. Like, that's the biggest thing, I guess. Get a lot of people who are like, man, thanks for responding. I didn't think you would. Like, don't want to bother you or waste your time. I love it. I love talking to y'all. So feel free. See y'all in the next one.